I request Dr. Anirban Biswas sir to come forward to the stage to deliver his lecture.
This session, we are well renowned AIT Neuro-Oncology member of India is presenting the prestigious Dr. Rajabha Rajan's father's oration. It is a coincidence that the senior most man is presenting this paper today. On behalf of our association, we want to present this medal.
Well, good morning. So before starting, let me first tell you that the audiovisual people have given me a prognosticated 45-minute survival. So before my presentation over here, and I hope
Before that, I want to give a small introduction to you, sir. Dr. Anirban Biswas is a well-known personality. I have been following him for more than 30 years. He is a dedicated teacher who is ready to talk about giddiness anywhere at any time. He has been president of Association of Auto-Renalists of India, president of Neuro-Oncological and Equilibrium Medicine Society, president of the Indian Academy of Auto-Oncology, Head and Neck Surgery. He is the recipient of two very prestigious international awards for his contribution to the subject of neuro-oncology. Frenzel Sakata Award, Kiev, Ukraine, Cato Clausen Award, Bad Kingston, Germany. We are here to listen to you, sir.
thank you, sir. Can I start with that? Should I start? Okay. I will start from my computer. Well, the topic that has been given to me is, this has been chosen by the organizers themselves. The non-pharmacological therapy of vertigo, basically the physical therapy part of vertigo. I had a different lecture also on BPPV and on management disorders. We will see how much of it we can include in this 45 minutes that we have. Okay, so let us start. Well, how does this thing work? It is that today we know that for ethical and rational management of business, we have got basically 5 things: drugs, the maneuvers for BPPV, physical therapy, psychotherapy, and a little bit of surgery. So that is what we have. So my topic will be limited to maneuvers and physical therapy. If we can manage it, and okay, thank you. We will not go into the psychotherapy and the surgery part, but then let us see if we can, or the maneuvers part we can keep for later on also, and let us see how much we can do justice to. Now, in this, let's have one thing very clear, that for BPPV the only treatment is the maneuvers, correctly done maneuvers. It's a very, very complex subject. There is a lot of changes which are taking place in the different things about BPPV, but and nowadays we are getting specialists in neurology who super specialize in BPPV only. So that is how the science is evolving. And for physical therapy, we now find that the Cochrane Cook's exercises, which have been so popular, are not as effective as the modern ones, that is Tai Chi and Yoga, and also we now have organ-specific vestibular therapy. So the things are evolving and the things have changed a lot in the last few years. The current conceptual consensus on management of vertigo is that first we are supposed to diagnose the cause of the balance disorder and treat the cause of the vertigo rather than camouflage the symptom of vertigo by eternal continuation of anti-vertigo drugs and vestibular therapies. This is a basic tenet of the management of vertigo. Then we are expected to treat holistically, taking care of the comorbidities like psychological and cognitive problems, physical restrictions induced by the balance disorder. Now, physical therapy helps not only in restoring the balance to normal and reduces the physical restrictions, it also helps in the psychological and cognitive well-being of the patient. So, physical therapy has got a big role to play. And ethical and rational treatment of vertigo today consists of first diagnosing the cause and then treating the cause by specific therapy and not non-specific anti-vertigo drugs. Number 2 is vestibular physiotherapy, yoga, tai chi, virtual reality, organ-specific physiotherapy, etc. Maneuvers of BPPV, counseling and psychotherapy, and in few cases surgery. So that is just to give you a basic orientation about what this management of vertigo is all about. We are switching ourselves only to the vestibular physiotherapy and if possible maneuvers. Now, what is vestibular physiotherapy? It is physical therapy to restore normal balance function after it has been deranged by disease. As all of you know that the vestibular cells and the neural cells, they are all non-mitotic. That means once damaged, they are damaged for life. So whatever you do, you will not be able to regenerate those cells. But there are some residual cells and some changes we can introduce in the brain by virtue of physical therapy, and that will help in restoring balance in spite of the patient having a damaged balance organ. So that is the basic reason why we do physiotherapy. That means by physiotherapy we do not try to regenerate the dead organs. We try to bring in changes in the brain and try to stimulate the remaining parts such that the patient's rotating platform with eyes open but not holding the handle, and lastly stand on the foam pad on the rotating platform with the eyes closed but not holding it. So see, this is how we do it. If the VHIT shows a hyperactivity of the anterior semicircular canal, then this is how I would want to stimulate the patient's anterior semicircular canal. So how do we do it? If VHIT shows that there is a defect in the posterior semicircular canal of one side, then this movement will not be sensed by the labyrinth, and we put the patient through this such that the brain adapts to recognizing this movement and the viewer of the posterior semicircular canal increases. So this is the basis. So how do we do it? We make the patient see the canals are situated in this orientation at 45 degrees like this. We turn the patient 45 degrees and then make the patient do the front back movement such that the posterior semicircular canal of one side and the anterior semicircular canal of the other side are stimulated together. So, and here while we are doing this, we are asking the patient to focus at a point also. Then this is for the left anterior and the right posterior canal. So these are the different ways by which we are stimulating it. Now this is passive stimulation. You can do it actively also. Like this is active stimulation. Like patient has these markers over there, and then the patient bends down, looking at a X mark given over there, and the patient is bending the head. So this can be done for the different canals, and you can do it like this. Here in front of such an august audience, something which I have felt, and we do not get people to listen to vertigo in such large numbers. So we got a big audience over here, so I am extremely grateful. Thank you very much.